Hello everybody, welcome back to ERD Stitches tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to cut and sew this primary school backpack. I'm going to put you through on the cutting and the sewing. But before I continue, please, if you are stopping here for the first time, don't forget to like my videos, share my videos, and also subscribe. For my returning subscribers, may God Almighty bless you all. Thank you for always coming back. So without taking your time, I'm going to put you through on the cutting of this school bag. Let's get started. So first, I'm going to give you the list of the materials. This is the body. I have here 2 leather, 2 foam, and 2 lining. The measurement is here. This is the front pocket. This is the handle. I cut it 5 by 13, but I'm going to divide it to make it. By the time I divide it, it will be 2.5 by 13, 2.5 by 13. I also cut foam and lining for it. So after cutting it into 2 this way, this is what I have now, 2.5 by 13, 2.5 by 13. So you can see that it has foam and lining. This one also has foam and lining. Now, this is the hanger belt, it's 7 inches, and this is the back handle belt, 15 inches. This I'm using it to cover the back handle belt. I have here 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. I just divided it into 2. So when you divide it, this is what you have. So now I'm going to shape the handle at this point. I just curve it a little at the tip here. I'm doing same here. I'll put it on my foam and sew it round. I will do same on this one. I will shape the tip a little, then put it and sew it round. So I'm keeping this aside. Now for the pocket, the front pocket, I want to also shape it. I'm using 1.5 inches this way, 1.5 inches this way. I will curve it together, connect it. Then at the down point, I'm using 1 inch this way. This way also, I'm using 1 inch. I will also connect the 2 points together with a curve. Then I will cut it out. So I'm trying to cut it out now. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. So I'm going to flip it over and use it to shape other side. Now for this, I'm just folding it over this way. I will insert my belt. Just watch the way I inserted it. I will sew. I'm going to repeat same on this one. I will insert it and also sew. Then for the main body, which is this, I want to shape it now. So this way I'm taking 3 inches. At the width, I'm taking 3 inches. At the height, I'm taking 2.5 inches. I'm going to connect it together. I'll connect the points as a curve. Then I'm going to cut it out. So at the down point, the down part here, I'm shaping it 1 inch by 1 inch. So I'm connecting it together. Then I will also cut it out. So this is what I have now. Flip it over to shape this side and also the second panel. So this is my pocket. I've already shaped it, you know. Now we are going to start our sewing. That's the lining, the foam, and the leather for the pocket. So I'm going to arrange it well and sew it round. So after sewing it round, you trim off the excess foam. So this is it. Now I'm done with it. Now I want to indicate where I will sew it after working with it. Down here, I'm taking 3/4 inches. Then I will also make sure that the midpoint of my pocket match with the midpoint of my front leather. Then I will trace it round on my front leather, which is what I'm doing now. Make sure that the 2 midpoints are together. If you look at that leather very well, you will see that I marked the midpoint. Then I'm tracing it now, tracing it on the front leather. So before you sew anything, make sure you trace it on your front leather, because this line here will be a guide on how to sew it. By the time you finish, it will not be bending. So I'm done now. The next thing is to keep my front leather aside. I'm going to work on this front pocket. Now I'm going to pipe it round. I'll just put my piping cord from the middle of the down part, then I will pipe it round. School bags made with love and style, lunch bags to make you smile. For every trip and every strut, Earth stitches quality, all you've got. So now we are going to work on the gusset. The gusset measurement is on the screen here. You can see it. So now I'm going to start sewing. This is my zipper cloth, is on the same length with my gusset. So I'm going to put it together, lining, zip, and my leather. I will sew it. Remember, your leather, the right side of your leather has to face the right side of your zip cloth. So after sewing it, this is what I have. Now I'm going to top stitch it. Top stitch it in such a way that you will get the same measurement you have for your down gusset. My down gusset is 3 inches. So at the end of this, I'm supposed to have 3 inches left. So I'm trying to top stitch it round now. So after top stitching it round, this is what I have. I've already fixed my zip head. Now we're going to join the down gusset and the upper gusset together. So I put it right side facing each other. I will sew it here. So I'm going to also put it right side facing each other here. Bring everything together, the lining, the front upper gusset, the down gusset. Arrange it very well. Then I will sew it. So after sewing it, now you turn it to the right side and top stitch it round. As you top stitch the lining and the leather round. So this is it. Now I'm done doing that. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fold in like 1/4 of an inch on the leather side, not on the zipper side. You fold it in and sew it round. I'm folding in 1/4 inch of leather. So this is it after sewing it. Now I'm going to get the midpoint. Just mark your midpoint on this part. On this part, you notch your midpoint. So now I'm going to get the front, the pocket panel. I'll match it midpoint to midpoint. Arrange it very well. Midpoint to midpoint, both down and up. Arrange it very well. And then after arranging it very well, you will now put it on your machine and sew it round. So I'm done sewing it round. This is what I have. So the next thing, I'm going to use my bias belt to tape it round. So this is it now. So now we are going to turn it to the right side. We are done with the pocket. So after turning it now, we are going to sew it on the front leather. So push it, arrange it well. So now you pick the front leather. Then place the pocket on it. Make sure you match it midpoint to midpoint. Then you stitch it round. Just follow that line that you have already marked. Follow it and sew it round, and everything will balance very well. It will not bend. Because some people are scared of sewing this type of thing. I know of a student, one of my students, she doesn't like doing this type of work. That's why I decided to make a video of it. So I'm done with it. You can see it. No stress, no struggle. So the next thing I'm going to do now is that I'm going to put it on my lining, put my foam, and sew it round. After sewing it, I will pipe it at once. So this is it now. I'm done piping it round. So we are going to keep this our front panel aside. We are now going to work on the back. Remember this, I'm done sewing it, so I'm going to turn it to the right side. Push it very well, let everything come out very well. Arrange it very well, then you top stitch on it. Repeat same on this one, push it out very well and top stitch on it. So I'm done top stitching it. Now we are going to sew it on our back panel. So just watch the way I position it, just close to the cuff part. So I'll sew it. So now I'm going to place the second one and also sew it. Just watch, just take note of the way I position it. So now I'm going to work on the handle. I'm going to tape it round with my 1-inch belt. You can also use your bias belt for it, but for this tutorial I'm using my 1-inch belt. I'm not using bias belt. So this is it after sewing it. The next thing I'm going to do is to sew my adjuster. This belt is 5 inches in length, so I'll just put it, fold it over inside and sew it on the handle. I measure 2 inches before I sew it. I place it on that 2 inches point, then I will sew it round. Whatever handle. So this is it, I'm done with it. Now I'm going to sew it on this my back leather. So I'm going to position it at the midpoint. Watch what I'm doing. I'm just giving a space of 1/2 inch there. Then I will stitch it down. I'll arrange it very well, even on the side. Watch the position of it by the down part. Arrange it and sew. So this is what I have. I've also sewn my hanger belt there. You see the way I position it and sew it. Just follow suit. Now I'm going to sew my lining. So I'll put my lining down. I'll put my foam, then I'll put my leather on top of the foam, then I will arrange it very well. Make sure you arrange it very well. Then I'm going to stitch it round. So after stitching it, this is what I have. I want to run a stitch at that middle to the down part, just to give it a small design at the back. There are just 1 stitch. You can give it any design you want, but this is the only thing I'm doing here. So now that I'm done with this, the next thing I'm going to do now is to trim off the excess lining and foam. So after doing it, this is what I have. So I'm arranging my belt because I need to fold it at the down part. That's why I'm doing this. I'm putting my belt inside my adjuster. Then after that, I will fold it, or I will burn it with my lighter and fold it over like 3 times. This is to prevent it from losing out. So after folding over for 3 times, I will stitch it. So I will do same on this second one also. So I'm done sewing it. This is it now. So I have to burn the roughness of the thread. I'm using my lighter to burn it so that that place will be very neat. So this is our back panel. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my piping cord, then I will pipe it round. I start my piping from the middle of the down part. So now we are going to work on the main compartment gusset. This is for the upper gusset and is measuring 6 inches by 24 inches, while this is for the down gusset and is measuring 5.5 inches by 22.5 inches. So now I'm going to slit the 6 inches into two. That's 3 inches, 3 inches, so that we can sew our zipper. So I'm going to cut it into two. I've already divided it. Now I'm cutting it. So each part now is 3 inches, 3 inches. So after cutting it, this is what I have, and this is this down gusset. We are going to keep it aside, both the leather and the lining. So we are going to work on the upper gusset now. So I'm going to get my zipper, my zip cloth. I'll put it right side facing each other on my leather. Then I'll put my lining on top of it. Then I will put it on my machine and arrange it very well and sew. So after sewing it, this is what I'll get. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it over, arrange it very well, and top stitch on it. After top stitching on it, this is what I have. I'm going to sew the second panel. Just carry the first one, place it on your lining, put your leather on top of their zip cloth, right side facing each other. Then I'm going to stitch it down. So I'm going to top stitch it now. After top stitching it, this is what I have. I've already fixed my zip head. So now we are going to join the down gusset and the upper gusset together. That's the lining of the down gusset, and this is the upper gusset. Then I will put the down gusset leather on top of the upper gusset leather. Arrange everything together, the lining, the upper gusset, the down gusset, everything, sew it together. So what I did here, I'm going to repeat it on this side also. Arrange it very well, the lining, the upper gusset and the down gusset. Arrange it very well, put it on your machine and sew it. After sewing it, turn it to the right side and top stitch it round, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm trying to top stitch it round. But before you do this top stitch, please make sure that what you have here is the same measurement you have on your main body. You measure the main body round. At least by now you know how to get the gussets. So make sure that what you have is the same thing. You are not having excess. So I'm top stitching it round now. So after top stitching it, this is what I have. So we are going to trim off the excess lining. Then I will now fold it over to notch the midpoint. Notch the 4 midpoints, both up and down. So now after notching the midpoint, we turn it to the wrong side. So we are going to sew it together to our main panel, the body panel. So the only thing you need to do here is to match midpoint to midpoint, both up and down. Midpoint to midpoint, you arrange it, match it here also, midpoint to midpoint. Arrange it very well. So I'm going to get the second body panel, the back body panel. I'll put it in also, match it midpoint to midpoint, midpoint to midpoint. So I will arrange it well, then I will sew it round. Arrange it very well, sew it round, turn it to this side and also sew it round. So after sewing it, this is what I have. Now I'm going to use my bias belt to tape it round. So I'm done taping it round. This is what I have. So now I'm going to turn it to the right side so that we can have a view of what our bag look like. If you have watched to this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. And if today is your first time of coming across my channel, please do wait to subscribe, like my video, share my videos. So guys, after turning it to the right side, this is what our bag look like. Very beautiful bag. You can give it a try. Thank you and God bless you all.